Hello guys, today we're here to talk about IDOBAO's new product for their keyboards, the DIY custom PBT keycaps. It was a very easy experience getting through the steps, and it came out fairly clean for the small price tag you pay for it. It was roughly $40 shipped, and I really think they came out nice and crisp and clean. And before I get more into this, IDOBAO did send this for a review, but they didn't tell me to say anything, they didn't pay me to say anything. All of this is going to be my whole and honest opinion. The colorway I chose for my keycaps were black alphas, gray mods, and a nice blue and pink accent for my keys. The printing came out to be what you expect for the price, and the PBT was not double shot. However, the spacebar was not warped and all of the keys had no problems when mounted. It also came packaged very nicely, so everything came undamaged. That was a huge plus, especially since it came from a long way. I had no complaints about the printing, but I did have this weird thing on the spacebar where I posted the photo of my logo, and since it's square rather than, rectangular like a spacebar, the blue had two different colors, and it's not the worst thing in the world, especially since I'm the one who did it. It's just that the image didn't cut to size correctly, so those two different shades do kind of throw me off a little bit. Let's go through the process a bit. As you can see, the customization is pretty easy and helps you make these keycaps with no needs for skills at all. If you don't want to upload your own images, this would be even easier to get your perfect look for your IDOBAO. You could change things from the location of the font, to the styles of your mods you get, the preset zone images, or you can create your own. The options are pretty great in all honesty, and it made this whole process so easy and quick because things were set out so clean and you get this nice image up front. As you can see here, this is where you would upload your image, and I messed up on the spacebar, so make sure the image you upload is correct for your sizing. You could also change the zone colors that you get and also the font colors that you would get on it as well. However, it will be noted that your selection will be saved in the system but not shown in the preview section, so make sure you keep an eye on what the image shows on the right of the image rather than up top, because you won't be seeing it correctly. Other than that, these keycaps only took me about 20 minutes to get what I wanted, and I could go back and do this all over again if I really wanted to as well. It's such an easy process for me to get my own customized feeling keycaps, and honestly it's so worth it because now I feel like I have a one-for-one keycap set. These are a cherry profile, so please keep that in mind if you're going to be using a north-facing keyboard, but if you have an IDOBAO ID80 crystal that you're looking for customizing on here, you'll have no problem whatsoever. They're meant for these keyboards. With that being stated, I don't have an ID80, so I'm going to be using the Apple Maker TH80, and the biggest thing to keep in mind is that this keycap set really was meant for only the ID80, which has a different mod section on the bottom right. It makes it so that you can't use this keycap set with other keyboards because you're going to have to just find some other things. Not many keyboards use the same bottom right modifier, so pretty much you're just kind of gonna have to mix and match. I don't know, that's what I did. Shown here is the two different shades that I have on my spacebar that I was talking to you about earlier. And these are the different modifiers I had for this keyboard. It looks funny, but I mean, it's all I could really work with. These are the keys left after putting all of them on the TH80. I have these really big modifiers that don't really go on. They look to be more than what most keyboards would use. So, like I said, just mix and match. It's not the end of the world. They're pretty cheap for being able to customize. Also, I ended up switching keyboards halfway through. Here's the Gas 67. I really didn't like how it looked on my TH80. It was all weird and wonky, and I was able to find better modifiers for this one, so everything turned out alright. If you want a review on this keyboard coming up, please leave a comment down below and like this video because, hey, I have it on me right now and it's a pretty good keyboard for roughly $50. Alright, well, it's recap time. So with the obvious con of not being able to fit other keyboards, I'd say to IDOBAO, consider adding them. A lot of people would probably want to hop on this if they could because it's such a great system for customizing. There was no cons whatsoever on the actual keycap itself for me. The spacebar wasn't warped, the legends were crisp, the mods were great. I mean, there's not much more you could ask for. The price point is the greatest part, being roughly $40 shipped. I just love these keycaps. Is it worth the money? I'd say so, yeah. If you could work around the layout or already have an ID80, this is a great addition to your collection. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Otherwise, please like and subscribe. And once again, I want to give a huge shout out to IDOBAO for the opportunity. Like always, until next time.